Okay. Now, what are project phases? Last time we actually had a brief introduction. So project phases, this is very important because this is asked in your interviews. Requirement gathering. Now, what is requirement gathering is it's understanding of process. Now, what is understanding of process? You talk to the account, finance director, HR director, HR manager, HR clerk. You talk to every one of them and you understand the process. You interview them, you conduct surveys, you check their available process documentation from business process owners and everyone. And then you map the processes to see what licenses for SAP will be needed. Plus, you also see compatibilities and non-compatibilities with SAP and current system. Okay, you analyze fit analysis, fit and gap analysis. What fits and what doesn't becomes gap. And for gaps, you advise solutions and you find solutions, and your business process owner, the director, the HR director approves it or disapproves it. Then you prepare blueprint of all the process, what is working, what is not working, what is explorable and discovered and configurable. Everything is put in one document, that is blueprint phase document. Then the senior functional consultant, then they write the configuration specs, guidelines, and which includes T codes navigation, everything about SAP, just like this. Okay. For example, let me show you if it is responding well. No, it is slow. So once that is in place, configuration and technical configuration happens. It starts. So functional objects basically are configured separately in a separate server, and technical objects are configured and stored in a different server. Okay. So if I go to /n, this is our front end. Okay. Human resources, personnel management, administration, HR master data, personnel actions. So thing is, you just need the intelligence to configure and technically configure your server, which is not difficult. Okay, so you have a landscape development, QA and PRD to configure functional and technical objects. Objects means these are configuration objects are functional or technical objects. So how do we transport the packages? We transport from dev to QA to PRD. Okay. And after it is transported, we have testing teams and authorizations are given to those teams for super users, for alt users, for management. Okay. The analysis and scripts are prepared by the consulting team and supplied to the business process owners and users, and they are trained. And after training, the UAT is done. UAT is user acceptance testing. And after that is successful and signed off, uploads are made ready. It is a critical phase of your project. And then the PRD is made ready for the transport. And then reconciliation happens. And after the reconciliation, it happens with a go live. Okay. And then we have the SLA ticketing system for support. So if you talk about versions, older versions, upgraded to newer versions, licensing is renewed, pricing is different. Okay. The architecture, if we talk about that, the architecture also gets upgraded from database, application, and presentation. The presentation is the screens we see like this one. Okay. Enter. Okay. So this is presentation layer, application is layer where all the modules are residing. Database layer is where all the data is basically stored. Okay. So if we look at implementation of HR, we have time management, payroll, personnel management, we are looking at personnel management right now, and it is basically this is where you actually get all the details from the configuration over here on the front end. So SAP supports 40 payroll areas for Argentina to Austria to Africa to India. So there are international payrolls and there are international taxation standards available in SAP. So SAP projects actually require a large team. Okay. And if we talk about the HR end user, yes, they actually have access to these places and authorizations are given. And sometimes functional consultants can also use these uh, transactions as well. Okay. So let me show you. And this is the path: personnel management, administration, HR, personnel administration, HR master data, PA30 maintain. Okay. Consultant versus end user, the authorizations are different. Okay. So if we talk about SAP, there are many versions and layers. R3 is the ERP. CRM in SAP is not part of ERP. CRM is another architecture and layer. Okay. Other modules are also being added to SAP, which are not part of ERP. New cloud technology has also been introduced, and that is becoming part of SAP. Okay. So upon this, we also have an analytics stack, which is called SAP Business Intelligence, which is for analysis. Okay, where we analyze and compile the data. So if we talk about the family of SAP is quite huge, where we have CRM, SRM, APO, SCM, R3 is the ERP, SCM is supplier, enterprise management, VI is for analytics, enterprise portal, this is for larger SAP module handling. Okay, then this is for machine integration, process integration, MDM is master data management, and so on. And if you talk about the ERP family, in ERP, we have these areas. Okay. There's a huge family. Okay. But if you talk about CRM, it's a totally new area, different from the ERP. And the ERP, of course, it is basically different from CRM. CRM is basically for marketing department, and they actually run campaigns using marketing. Research is done for customer databases and so on. Okay. Purchasing, of course, will have warehousing solutions for raw materials, for semi-finished goods and finished goods. Logistics will have supply chain, inventory, transportation, okay, to handle. Plant and warehouse will be handled by logistics as well. Okay. So this is how SAP ERP basically is designed for the end users, for companies. So let's see what actually has and goes into the details of master data, because after this lecture, of course, we will continue with front end in the next lecture and start configuration from the next lecture. So let's see what this comes out with. Come on, the server is slow, but let's see. So this is the personnel number has been given to the employee. Okay, this is basically about a person who is working in Westway, Islamabad. And start date has not been yet decided. Okay. And the action type is he's being hired as a marketing manager for this position, which is marketing manager. Personnel area is basically the physical place like office or factory for which the hiring is being done. And our organizational assignments, let's see. Now, these are info types. Info types are the heart and soul of SAP. HCM. Okay. No, I guess it's not working right now. Let's stop it over here.